Yes. So 5 things Mark wants to talk about.
The first thing I wanted to talk about was wallpaper.
Well, okay. Well, I guess it can't be any worse than anything we've talked about so far.
Yeah, wallpaper. I think is just like if you're like say a friend had come to you like say like we were this at our age, but like 15 years ago, and he's like, dude, I think I figured everything out. I'm gonna start my own business. You're like, okay, what are you gonna do? Wallpaper. Okay, why is that gonna be? Well, think about it. Every home, wallpaper's everywhere. Every person lives in a home. It's pretty much a business that cannot fail. Just produce all kinds of wallpaper, all different designs. Everyone has wallpaper. It's a brilliant business.
This is 15 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Fast forward to today.
I don't know how it fits. Like, you don't see wallpaper anywhere.
No, nobody does wallpaper anymore.
Every company that did wallpaper, like, have probably gone out of business.
Yeah. I don't even know where you'd get wallpaper anymore. And I don't know why you'd put it in wallpaper.
Yeah, you probably can't even, like, buy wallpaper anymore. It's probably so hard to find it because it's died so badly. When I was growing up, when you were growing up, like, wallpaper was everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Your parents' home, was it all wallpaper?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And now,
Every, 5 years, you'd be like, let's change the wallpaper.
what happened? How did wallpaper die so fast?
'Cause paint looks much better.
I mean, it does, but, like, for a while, wallpaper was, like, the thing.
Yeah. There's no explaining the 80s.
Yeah. I just think it's amazing how, like, of all industries, no one even complains. No one even talks about that. They don't, like, you should write your politicians. Bring back the wallpaper jobs.
You know, there's one guy that didn't get the memo that wallpaper was dying out.
Yeah.
And he bought, tons and tons of it, really cheap. He's like, oh, I just got this steal.
You bought it in, like, 1995?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
the last year anyone ever put up wallpaper?
Yeah. He's just got, a warehouse of it now. He just sits on it and cries on it.
He's like, I'm offering the best. I will wallpaper your house for $1. That's okay, sir. Please, could you just get your wallpaper away, your freakish wallpaper away from me?
He wallpapers his own house every day.
He's got nothing to do.
Yeah, wallpaper's not great.
Yeah, it's just a funny, like, one of those industries. One day I just noticed, I was like, this industry's gone. It went away.
We're actually going to have to explain to our kids what wallpaper was.
Do you feel the same way about carpeting? Like wall-to-wall carpeting? Do you think that's going away also?
Kinda, yeah. I feel like if you're rich, you might have, a carpeted room, but hardwood floors are better, too.
Yeah, hardwood floors in general look better. Carpeting is kind of like you maybe put like a rug here or there, but you don't want the whole, like, my house growing up was all carpeted everywhere.
Yep.
And carpets get dirty, they look stupid.
Yeah, you spill a drink, you could just put down a paper towel.
Yeah.
Instead of, buying new carpet. Or just have that unsightly stain for the next 15 years.
Yeah, hey Billy, that's where we conceived you. That's that stain.
That was your little brother.
Yeah. Industries that are dying.
Yeah. We'll have that along with the beeper conversation with our kids.
Yeah, maybe we can do a top 5 of industries that you don't see anymore.
Industries that if you started in 1995, you're homeless right now.
Okay, my number 4. My second rant. So, I don't know if anyone looks at slate.com. I don't know if you do or not.
No.
It's a good site. Anyhow, they have an advice column on there.
Okay.
And what I found amazing was this letter this woman wrote in. Essentially, she's an adult woman, but she looks, because of a glandular problem or pituitary problem, she looks like a 14-year-old girl.
Okay, so she's Benjamin Button.
Yeah, but she's probably 30.
Benjamina.
She didn't say exact age, but she implied in the letter that she's around 30 or so years old.
Okay.
She has an adult husband, probably around the same age. But anytime they go anywhere, like they went on their honeymoon.
Yeah, and people are looking at them
Not even the hotel staff knocked on the door and asked what you were doing with this young girl in your hotel room, and he had to explain, that's my adult wife. I'm on my honeymoon with her. There's nothing wrong. We're just two 30-year-old people having sex. That's what we're supposed to do. Mm-hmm. And apparently everywhere they go, the same kind of thing happens. And now the husband doesn't want to travel with her anymore because he can't take people saying comments to them anymore. And the question was what's the advice column, what to do? And,
well, all right, let's try and come up with our own advice first.
Yeah. First off, I was going to say, the question first of all, is this guy a pedophile? I mean, he's married to a 30-year-old woman.
Right. and it obviously does something for him.
but she looks like a 14-year-old. Maybe the question is like there are a lot of things like how did they meet? Did they meet like they just like if you just like picture up on the street, that's really strange.
Yeah.
But if they met at the office and let's say like she was a coworker and he got to know her really well, maybe she has a wonderful personality. And maybe after a while, like he can look past the fact that she looks 14 and just loves the person.
Yeah, I think we need a little bit more details in this letter.
Yeah.
You gotta give us some background, sir.
It's just such an interesting example, just an interesting story to me.
So what was the advice?
That she should carry around like a birth certificate or like and like a note from her doctor explaining her condition so people don't like arrest him.
Mm-hmm.
But that was really only advice. There was nothing else. Like she couldn't even give like it was such an insane letter.
She should get a blow up of her driver's license on a shirt and just always wear that shirt.
Do you think he's like a president of Nambla? Like he's the king and like he's like the hero of Nambla. They're like, you married a 14-year-old, but it's legal.
Yeah.
You're our king.
They're all in labs trying to reproduce this.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of pedophile scientists in lab coats.
They're giving random shots to young boys. See if this works out. Is there any way you can make it so the balls don't drop?
Oh, that was gross.
But I'm really like fascinated by the whole story, like the whole thing about her. He's married to a 14-year-old, but she's not 14. And I have to explain it to like all. That could be like a show. That should be a show on like Fox or NBC. That would be a real revolutionary show. This married couple where like a woman looks like she's 14.
That's more of a TLC show. They love human oddities on that channel.
But can you think of all the comic genius? When every time they like the people are like, "You fucking pedophile!" No, she's my wife. Ha ha ha, and everyone.
Yeah, they got the laugh track going.
It's always like some Three's Company moment where like, I don't know, the cops are called in.
Yeah, and then you just go wah wah.
Like he's on
Laugh
like
track.
To Catch a Predator, and it turns out he's not a predator.
I still think they should make the show I proposed a couple of years ago.
What?
Little people, tall, everything. And they just have to live in a house where everything's on like really high shelves. You just have to watch them struggle to do everything.
Little People, Inconvenient World.
Yeah. Little people, everything is up on a high shelf. Sorry.
Well, what about like a show, Tall People, Small House?
That could be fun too.
Yeah, like crawling through doors.
Tall, 7-footers, 4-foot ceilings.
Yeah.
Taking a shit would be really funny in that situation.
Could you just have a show where you pay like a 4-foot person to marry a 7-foot person and just see what happens with the kids?
You just study what happens in the bedroom. Why can't we just produce shows? We'd have like 40 shows.
I'd make some good shows.
Yeah, right off the bat.
Here's one of my shows.
Okay.
Okay, so it's like The Bachelor, or which one's like it's a guy choosing the women, right? That's The Bachelor.
Well, it's all the women trying to get the guy.
Yeah. The guy
Okay.
chooses. Okay, so my version of The Bachelor, each week you find out a different terrible fact about one of the women, and so he's got to eliminate women while finding out like one woman's pregnant, one has herpes.
But does he know which woman has which thing?
Yeah.
Like, does he just get a thing like
That's why
one
I
of
need
these
you-
girls has herpes?
That's why I need you as part of my show. Yeah, that should be each week. You find out a terrible thing, but you don't know which girl has it, and he's got to determine who's got herpes. One girl's like trying to make out with him. And he's like, I don't fucking know. Like she could be the one that's bipolar. They just introduce the bipolar character.
What if that's the one with the penis?
Yeah, that would be great. One of them.
And you only find out the bad thing when that person gets eliminated. So you eliminate the girl, and you're like, oh, that one just farts a little bit, and you're like, damn, I still got the one with the herpes in the pack somewhere.
Fuck,
He's got to keep like a spreadsheet to figure out which ones are left.
The girl that was molested by her teacher. I don't have that. That one's still here. Not my biggest
This
one.
needs to happen.
Yeah, isn't that a great idea for a show?
Isn't that just like dating life anyway?
Yeah, so let's say you have one who's pregnant, one who's been raped many times in the past, one who has herpes, one who's bipolar, one who's
35 and still lives with her father.
one who's a penis, maybe one who's like insane, like has like insane fear of like, one who has an insane fear of styrofoam. Well, don't you want to open the box with me? I don't know how to open this box. Just why? Don't we, I mean, it's just a packing material. Let's open the box. Let's open the box.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, you're holding onto the styrofoam. You must.